focus on a products organization with potentially even a chief product officer. So it's better, but it's still not where it should be, in my opinion. I think the worst thing for product marketing is to be reporting into sales, and nothing against salespeople, but product marketing really, if you look at the definition we had earlier, it was strategic marketing at the product level. That's really quite different than what sales needs, right? Sales support is not product marketing specific.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. So what's left then? So we've talked about what it is. We've talked about the goals of the different life cycles and organizationally where it fits. So you want to finish up with measurement. Talk about metrics for product marketing.
Sure. So, product marketing, like any other group, should be managed in a way that is repeatable and can be traced and you can actually improve, right? So if you look at from year to year or from company to company even, and you say, how do you make improvements to product marketing? I think you'd be hard pressed to find any kind of consistent answer. People look at very empirical things, maybe the number of analyst meetings they have, or something that really isn't meaningful, quite honestly, if you look at the goals, product success, right? How do you improve your ability to make successful products and bring them to market and take them to market, et cetera, right? Those are the kind of questions. So, there's some basic things. When you think about metrics, and the metrics is always an interesting conversation because, there's very clear sales metrics. I mean, sales is probably one of the most metrics-driven organization in terms of obviously closed deals in the pipeline, stage of the deal, size of the deal, number of deals, all those kinds of things. And marketing has a lot of metrics, although some of the marketing metrics like, tweets and things like that, I think are not really, very useful. But you have, the pipeline and lead generation metrics and things like that, and those are all really useful. But when you get to product marketing, it really falls down. What are those metrics that product marketing can really, be measured against, and what can they impact, right? So it's one thing to say, here's some metrics, but are they metrics you can impact? So can product marketing, for example, impact number of leads generated by marketing? Well, maybe indirectly, but you can't really make it direct. So the way I look at it is I think like this. So if you think product marketing is strategic and really needs to be above the fray, then the metrics you should look at should also be on that level. And so I use the phrase think meta, meaning that, the way I look at it is if someone's measuring the number of leads entering the funnel, or at various stages of the funnel, then one thing product marketing can be doing is looking at the velocity of those leads through the funnel. So as an example, sales has a common refrain, and again, nothing against salespeople, but we need more leads, right? This is always the thing. And oftentimes when they get more leads, their response is, these leads are terrible.
Yeah, quality. We need quality leads.
Exactly. So we need more quality leads. Let's just use that as a thing.
Exactly.
Well, what does that really mean, right? And how can product marketing impact that? So the first thing is, marketing by its nature is going to be broad-based. You can target market things, but you can't really, pick and choose exactly who you want. You can't go and say, oh, out of these 100 people, here's the 12 that are going to buy. Let's only focus on them. I mean, that comes over time. What product marketing can do is look at the people in the funnel or the people entering the funnel and try and analyze and understand what's happening with those people, what's causing them to stay in the funnel for a period of time longer than they need to be, what's causing people who aren't going to be buyers at a later stage to remain in the funnel and waste people's time. So the question really becomes, how can I accelerate people through the funnel, removing the barriers that are blocking them from moving forward? And how can I eliminate the people who aren't going to be the buyers in the end, right? And so this takes time, this takes work, this takes insight, but this is something that product marketers can do because guess what? Their focus is the buyer, the buying process, understanding the market needs. Like that's core.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things I suggest is that, a lot of companies will do win-loss analysis, but they'll do it at the very end. At the very end, we won a deal, let's understand why we won, or we lost a deal, let's understand why we lost.
Mm-hmm.
Product marketing could do the equivalent of win-loss through the funnel. So as people are coming through the funnel, they can understand what brought them forward.
Mm-hmm.
Why did it take? Maybe there's somebody who took half the time as normal to get through the funnel, or
Mm-hmm.
somebody else is taking twice as much time to get through the funnel. Figure that out, right? Figure out, look at those people who are dropping out, say halfway through the funnel, understand why did they drop out? Were they just poorly suited in the beginning, or did they hit a barrier that they couldn't bypass? And if you can work those things out and you can accelerate the right people through the funnel, guess what? You're going to increase your revenues because your salespeople will waste less time on bad leads, and
Mm-hmm.
the leads they get will be better qualified and more likely to win. And the thing is that if you really do that well, it also becomes a competitive advantage because guess what? You're competing with your competitors, and you're going to be doing a better job of getting them through your funnel than they're going through your competitors' funnel.
Nice. That is excellent, Saeed. Um, let's so let's now look to close this up, Saeed. So any kind of closing thoughts as we bring this together? I want to be conscious of time here. Any final thoughts on the topic? Here, I'll mute you. You're currently muted, Saeed. There we go. I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So any final thoughts there? No.
Yeah,
I'm getting echo. That's why I tried to mute you. I don't know if you've got me on a speaker there, but instead of a
yeah,
headset.
I haven't changed anything since we started, so I'm not sure where the echo's coming from.
Okay. Anyway, yeah.
Um,
Sorry. Final thoughts.
sure. So I think in a nutshell, I mean, we've talked about a lot of different things, but if I were to summarize everything from a product marketing point of view, it's a battle for mind share, right? You're looking for mind share within your company, so your salespeople and marketing and other people who are dependent on you understand what needs to be done, how they need to interact with their customers, what you know uh, artifacts and things they can use. It's a battle for mind share with your partners, because again, we talked about that earlier, where they're looking not just at your products and other products, and absolutely, without question, it's a battle for mind share with your prospects and customers. So I think if people keep that in mind and say, okay, how am I going to win that mind share, and how am I doing it winning that mind share, it becomes a much more focused activity that people can execute on.
Awesome. That's a great summary. Thank you, Saeed. So, if people want to follow up with you, learn more about some of these topics, maybe reach out to you, can you share how people can get a hold of you, and also maybe talk about whether this presentation is available anywhere online? Because I know you've talked on this topic at product camps and whatnot before.
Yeah, so the best place to reach me, I mean, there's a number of ways. I have a blog called onproductmanagement.net, where it's about 9 years old now. Hard to believe, but been blogging there for about 9 years. Myself and many other people have contributed to it. There's a contact us forum on there, which is probably the simplest way for anyone. On Twitter, I'm not really, I'll be honest, not that active on Twitter, but my Twitter handle is Saeed W. Khan. And I think between those two, that's probably the easiest way to reach me. This presentation is online. I presented at Product Camp Boston earlier this year, but I think people would have to go there and do a little bit of hunting to find it, because they posted a lot of presentations. I'll probably put this up on SlideShare, Alan,
Excellent.
and share that out, and then maybe you can also sort of we'll figure that one
Yeah,
out.
I'll include a link to it once I see that. That's great. So Saeed,
Okay.
thank you. I want to thank you for being a trooper. We've had some technical difficulties on this recording. I appreciate you hanging in there. So thanks for your time, and we'll speak again soon.
Yeah, absolutely, no problem. Thank you for having me, Alan. I really appreciate it.
Okay, take care.
Bye bye.
So Saeed, sorry for all the technical difficulties here. That was on my end.
What was? It's okay, but what was going on? Just out of
Yeah,
curiosity.
all of a sudden I started getting DLL errors on my sound connection. So I don't know. I'm gonna have
Oh
to
wow.
clean. I'm gonna have to clean my machine. Yeah. So my sound card seems to have cacked about halfway through our interview there. So
Windows.
um, yeah, exactly. I think I'm on what's called the fast cycle for Windows. So maybe I need to, you can pick whether you want kind of immediate releases or more conservative releases. So I probably need to ratchet that back or something.
Okay.
Anyway, thanks for your time. What I'll do is I'll edit this together. I usually record about a week ahead, so I'll put this out next weekend. Once I have a rough cut, I'll shoot it out to you so that you can preview it if you're so inclined. Um,
Okay. Sounds good.
but yeah, thanks, man. Have a
All
great
right.
day.
Take care. You too.
Okay,
Bye
take
bye.
care. Bye bye.